guys, it's Lindsay from Perfectly Bookish 5. Come to the Christina Lauren book tour with me. Christina Lauren is currently on a book tour for The Paradise Problem. And I have not read this yet. I just got the book tonight. I'm not going to go into detail about what it is about because I have a video clip of Lauren explaining that. I have met Christina Lauren before and they are just a hoot. I forgot how funny they are together. Just Lauren talks about a lot of different things going on, and then Christina's there to give like her one-liners and fun facial expressions. They're just so entertaining to listen to. This event was hosted by a bookstore that is in the main town of where I live, but they also paired up with a library, and the library could not have the event because it was too many people. 220 people were signed up to go tonight, and it was an event that you paid for the book and you had to register. So 220 tickets sold for the night, and they held it at a women's club, and it was a nice little area. I will say though, the chairs not comfortable, really sore after sitting for an hour, but the doors opened at 6. We got there about 6:05. We were the first ones in there, and there were other people in the parking lot. They were just in their cars, but once we actually went in the building, that kind of started other people getting out of their cars coming into the building. So we got first row, which was super awesome. It was funny when we were in the signing line, Lauren was saying, "Oh, you were so smiley the whole time. I had a big smile on your face." And Christina commented on my hair. But so yeah, they were super fun to listen to. I have some clips in here that I will show you. I wish I would have been filming at some more times, but you never know because there was just so many funny things that were being said. I just wish I would have, filmed the whole thing. And Brittainy Cherry was the moderator, and she was lots of fun to listen to as well. I don't think I have this in a clip, but Christina was talking about how this actually started off, it was going to be a Christmas book, but then it went in a totally different direction. And I believe they said the island in this book, like they made up the name, but they have a friend she's either from or living in Indonesia, and she helped with a different language, and I believe the name of the island means sunset, so I thought that was cool. Something I am going to show you that you got from going on their book tour was this print of The Paradise Problem, which was fun, a little fun tour extra. And then also they had a bookmark in here for Tangled Up in You. I don't know, I want to say this is book 4. It's a meant to be novel. Julie Murphy wrote the first book. Oh my gosh, I just talked about this with my friend. If the shoe fits, there we go. And Jasmine Guillory has a book. Zoraida Cordova, and I think they are the 4th one. So they're based on different fairy tales, and you could just guess by the hair, well, and the name Tangled, who this one is going to be about. They do have some tour dates for this book posted on their Instagram page if you are interested in seeing where they are going for on tour for Tangled Up in You. I am going to stop talking now. I will show you the clips and the picture I took with Christina Lauren at the event. Oh, just one more thing to add. These were pre-signed. You weren't able to bring any other books of theirs to get signed, but you were allowed to get a picture with them. So, The Paradise Problem, it sounds really fun and funny. Like, I think this is going to give more the vibes of if you read The Honeymooners. That is my favorite book of theirs. I love it. I love the humor in it, and that's kind of what this sounds like it's going to be like. So I am excited to read it. Enjoy the clips. Thanks for watching, guys.
So welcome, all of you. So tonight we have Christina Hobbs, who goes by PQ, Lauren Billings, who goes by Lo. You all know this, right? They write YA and adult fiction, you know that too. And you're here because you know they are always on the New York Times bestseller list. Well, are you ready? Yeah. Number 5 today on the New York Times. You heard it here, you get to see them here, and you get to meet them here. They have 19 novels plus. And so tonight, we are rolling out The Paradise Problem, and then next month, you have a bookmark in there, another one is coming, Tangled Up. So they are prolific ladies. I'm sure you watch them on Instagram and Twitter. If you don't, you should, like right now, because there is
before we get started, I want to get a picture of all of you guys holding up. We literally only ever see her in France, and it's so funny to like see her in the States. We're like, oh my God, we're not stressed out in France right now.
That sounds so douchey. We don't know. That's where we only see you in France.
Well, now we get to come to Wisconsin. How many are from Milwaukee? My people. I love it. Well, I'm so excited to have my 2 favorite girls here. And I have so many questions. I'm listening to the audiobook now and I'm obsessed. How many have started? It's the funniest book I've listened to in a very long time. So yeah, I would love to start with you telling us about the book.
Okay, absolutely. So in case you guys don't know, I'm Lauren. I'm the Lauren half. You can call me Lo. And the book, Paradise Problem, is about Anna and Liam. They are 2 people who meet and they get married. They don't know each other. They get married so that they can get subsidized student housing at UCLA. And so at the beginning of the book, you know, Liam moves out. They go on with their lives, and Anna signs some papers. She's like, cool, whatever, see ya. And a few years later, he shows up, and she realizes that the papers that she signed were not actually divorce papers, but they were papers agreeing that they would stay married for a full 5 years so that he can get access to his $100 million inheritance.
Like you do.
Like you do. And not only that, but his sister is getting married. His family is starting to get suspicious that this marriage isn't real. And so he needs her to come with him to this private island for his super toxic family's get together for the sister's wedding. Oh, P.S. Anna, she's a painter, but he's told his family that she's a doctor, so she has to pretend to be a doctor.
She is very much not
a doctor. I mean, when he comes to tell her all this, she's like high on an edible, and she's like got one slipper on, and she's a hot mess, but she's like a lovable hot mess. So
I feel like Anna is the character who you want as a best friend. She says some of the wildest things that just cracks me up, and I'm like, if I had a bestie, it would be her, on edibles and all.
I love it.
She's the one. I only write by myself, and there's so many times I wish I had a partner to be like, make this better. But then I just look at it myself, and I'm like, it's not better.
You're like, it's just me.
Yeah, I love it. But the way you 2 write, so when I met them, we met in France. I'm sorry. When I first met them, I had no clue there were 2 of them. I was like, oh, hello, there's 2 of you. But I think that just speaks about how well they write together, because you read it and it feels like one soul, one heartbeat, and it's like, oh, they're good. So then when I showed up and I got 2 of them, I'm like, yep.
Also, you neglect that the minute we met you, we were just like, you are mine. I love you.
This is very true, because it was my first signing, and I was with the big powerhouses, them, Colleen Hoover, and I was terrified. And I'm terrified. I'm like, I do not belong here. And next thing I know, these 2, they say, hey, you're with us. I'm like, okay. And ever since, I've been by their side.
She has the best. She has the best family. And so when she walked in tonight, we were like, "Is your mom here?"
They're like, "Hi, Brittany. Where's Mama? Where's Mama?" Yeah.
Okay, will you tell her that we love her?
She loves you too. There's a lot of love. I love this. Speaking of love, let's talk about the book a little bit more with the tropes. Can we go over some of the fun tropes in this one? Because you have some of my favorite ones.
Yeah, so we got only one bed in paradise. Yes. There's Married to a Stranger, I guess. Marriage of
It's like
Convenience.
fake marriage, but not fake
Yeah.
because they're married, but they don't know each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Is a see-through shower, is that a trope?
Is that a show?
It should be.
It is
now.
Yeah.
Gray sweatpants.
We have a billionaire trope because romance loves its billionaires, but like usually in romance, a billionaire is like 27, super hot, very progressive and like ethical. Even if he does it, you just don't know about it. Maybe he's doing it in secret, but he's like a very good man, and that's just not most billionaires. Like, let's be honest. Not that I know any billionaires, but I'm guessing that most of them aren't like the kindest, softest people you'll ever meet. And so it was kind of fun to write the billionaire trope, but to like have the billionaire, the patriarch of the family, be this really toxic, horrible person. So you had asked like what was the easiest character to write, and I will say I think that Father Ray was so fun because we don't get to write villains in romance very much because you want the happily ever after to have a supportive community. You don't want it to be filled with like toxic people, and so we don't usually write. I mean, especially in Christina Lauren books, like we want you guys to like escape and have joy and stuff. So we don't usually write bad guys. But Ray was super fun to write. So.
Or I mean, humans breathe. You gotta breathe. Okay, you gotta sit still. Not that still. Look like you love each other. Not that in love. People don't look like that when they've been married for,
Yeah. They wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't give vampire advice probably, but I love your brain so much. But I think like, Anna's she's like we call her a floppy Muppet. Like she's just like, she doesn't know how to fake stuff. She's terrible at it. And so I think her advice would be like, well, you just have to be yourself and like within the circumstances,